Lokix is the new Bug Dark Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It is the strongest physical bug type with the ability Tinted Lens. Tinted Lens makes moves that are not very effective do double damage, meaning that bug and dark type attacks would hit fairy types for normal damage. This makes Lokix a very strong physical attacker, especially combined with Terastallizing and Swords Dance. Let's take a closer look at the movesets I have here for Lokix in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So the first set we have is Choice Band Lokix. This set really takes advantage of Tinted Lens, basically giving First Impression and Sucker Punch no immunities and resistances unless you have a 4 times resistance to one of them. Now, with an Adamant Nature, you hit 333 attack with max attack EVs, and I decided to give the rest in speed as well, just to let you be faster than like Jolly, Titan, and things around that speed tier. The rest was just put into defense. But your Terra type is either Bug or Dark. This is mainly dependent on what you want for the team. Because Lokix really functions well on teams with spikes, I'm talking about teams with Quagsire that can lay spikes up for you, or really anything, because there are a lot of spikers in this generation. And Lokix really likes teammates that can help get it in with either Volt Switch or U-turn of their own. You definitely want to use either Terra type, Bug, or Dark because you're boosting your priority. You're not meant to take hits with this Pokemon. It's Bug Dark, has very few resistances, and basically those resistances, like you're already weak to Stealth Rock as it is as well, being a Bug type. So those resistances don't really matter. You're not going to have those most of the time. So yeah, using a Choice Band, you are locked into a move. However, it does give that 1.5 times the power. If you go Terra type Bug, it boosts your First Impression as well as potentially Leech Life and also your U-turn. If you go Terra type Dark, it boosts your Sucker Punch. Now, boosting your First Impression is really nice because it's a 90 base power move. It only works on the first time you use it, and then you have to switch out, and then you can use it again when you switch back in. But it's still incredibly strong. Just for you guys to know, without Terra typing into a Bug type, you do about 90% to Dragapult with your First Impression. So if you Terra type and you get the 2 times boost because you're Terra typing into one of your same types, you're knocking out Dragapult with First Impression. This is pretty cool in a metagame right now that's very volatile and super offensive. Both First Impressions and Sucker Punches can be very clutch. Your last move can be a toss-up between something you want. Throat Chop allows you to have consistent Dark Stab that doesn't basically need your opponent to attack into you like Sucker Punch does. And I actually like it a lot. It also lets you hit Skeleturge, I believe that's the name, Skeleturge, the Fuecoco Final Evolution. It's just a good neutral move as well because it's not like, for example, First Impression is your best move, but you can only use it once. And U-turn, if you go for it, it just makes you switch out. But Throat Chop just gives you a nice consistent move to be able to hit the opponent with. And then there's Axe Kick. Now, Axe Kick is a new move this generation. It's kind of like High Jump Kick, but it's 120 base power instead of 130, and it has a 30% chance to confuse the opponent. That's not really the main reason you use it. The main reason you use it is you want to knock out Pokemon like King Gambit, Baxcalibur, and Titan in like one hit. That's kind of it. I do think that there's no point in really having that coverage just because Throat Chop is just so much better, but I did slash it just in case. And then you have Leech Life. Leech Life just gives you basically what I said before about Throat Chop, but a spammable stab move in Bug that allows you to just get back recovery as well, especially because you are weak to Stealth Rock and can just be good because Leech Life got boosted this generation, or last generation, excuse me. So it's actually a pretty decent move at 80 base power, and it heals 50% of the damage done. And considering that not even fairy types can resist your Leech Life due to your Tinted Lens ability, I think it's a pretty good move to pick. I feel there's no point in using a Terra type that's not Bug or Dark because there's no real coverage you want besides those with First Impression, with Tinted Lens, excuse me. There's no point in Terra Blasting into an Ice type or Terastallizing into an Ice type and using Terra Blast Ice because, I mean, the flying types don't resist your First Impression anyway to the Tinted Lens. But let me know your thoughts on that as well. And if you guys do like these videos, I upload competitive Pokemon every single day. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you got movesets, you got discussions, you got Pokemon Showdown Lives. I'll be using Lokix later today. And also Wi-Fi battles coming soon. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And also if you want to pick up Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I do have a Best Buy affiliate link down below. Now, next up, we have my personal favorite set. It's just 4 attacks, Lokix with a Life Orb. I think you Terra type into Dark type with this specifically because this can also run Swords Dance. I have Swords Dance and U-turn Slash. Same EVs as last time, as you can see right there. Just max attack, max speed, 4 defense with an Adamant Nature. But Swords Dance or U-Turn, Sucker Punch, Throat Chop, and then First Impression, Axe Kick, or Leech Life. The reason I have a Swords Dance set with First Impression is it's still super good coming off of a Life Orb Lokix. It's very, very, very strong, allowing it to not only have that double priority, especially when you have so many crazy Pokemon running around right now, like Fluttermane, the Mischievous, if you guys don't know, and the Salamence that's running around as well. Like these Pokemon that are just insanely strong, but also do not appreciate a strong bug type move. Even Chien-Pao, which is the dark ice type Pokemon, which has Ice Shard, its priority is outsped by First Impression. It's KO'd as well, so it's a pretty good move regardless. But you can also run Axe Kick or Leech Life, and if you don't want to run Throat Chop, I suppose you could run SD, Sucker Punch, Leech Life, and First Impression. Then in that case, you'd probably still Terra type Dark, just because that's your main priority and that's your main way that'll be boosted, allowing you to knock out a lot of Pokemon. But if you don't want to run Swords Dance, you can run U-Turn, and then of course Axe Kick and Leech Life there, depending on the team. Very similar to Choice Band, I think that Spikes are very, very, very good with this Pokemon. This Pokemon does not come in on Pokemon unless it's, you know, unless something else went down before it comes in. Like, it doesn't come in for free very often. When it gets in, its priority moves just hit incredibly hard. And I really like this thing in the current metagame just because everything's so offensive. Like I said, everything is so frail and it can do a lot of work. And then we have a little bit more of a fun set right here. And this is taking advantage of the fact that it does have counter in its move pool. Now, counter, if you didn't know, you get hit with a physical move and basically you deal double the damage to your opponent. So counter is pretty cool because it's a bug dark type. So what's one thing that's super effective in that? U-Turn, and everybody has U-Turn. So everybody's going to go for U-Turn versus Pokemon. So the U-Turn, they bring you down to your Focus Sash, you counter, and whatever comes in, as long as it's not a Ghost type, which is kind of hard to bring in on Lokix considering it is a Dark type, right? Not very many people would actually U-Turn out into a Dark type, or excuse me, a Ghost type on this Pokemon. So yeah, so counter is pretty cool for picking up surprise KOs there. You do have Sucker Punch and First Impression, just having your priority, and then U-Turn. If you didn't want to run counter on this set, I think Focus Sash plus Swords Dance is also very viable. Like I said, this Pokemon, it's good when it Swords Dances. If you do end up using Swords Dance, definitely put it with dual screens like Grimmsnarl or something that can get up Light Screen and Reflect for you. You can also use Cyclizar and use its Shed Tail move to get this thing in behind a sub on a free switch, allowing you to Swords Dance up. And I think that's pretty cool too because they work really, really, really well together. In my opinion, I love that combination. That's something that a lot of people are using as well. So that's kind of one of the ways that you can allow this Pokemon to set up for free without having to also rely on Focus Sash. But that's basically all I have for Lokix. Let me know if you guys are using any other sets down below. I didn't really see too many other moves that were useful. Like, it does learn Taunt, but I don't think Taunt is very good, simply because you want to use this Pokemon for its offensive power. You want to use its ability to revenge kill another Pokemon because of that priority. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like I said, if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video later today. Peace.